Day 24 of solving cat question in 60 seconds. Question from cat 24 slot 3 today. There's a fruit seller. She has 187 fruits, mangoes, apples, mangoes, oranges. Apples and mangoes are in the ratio 5:2. Oranges is not given. And the other thing is that she sells 75 apples, 26 mangoes and half of the oranges. And then she's left with mangoes, apples to oranges in the ratio 3:2. So the first thing we realize in this question is that since there are 187 fruits, apples, mangoes 5:2. It means that number of apples and number of mangoes must be multiples of 5 and 2 respectively, and the remaining will be oranges. And since she's selling 75 apples, it means that the number of apples must be more than 75 to start with. And hence we can start thinking that if I multiply this ratio by 16, I get 80 apples, 32 mangoes and 75 oranges. Is a possibility to start with. But oranges cannot be an odd number because she's selling half the oranges. Hence, we move to the next possible solution of 17 as a multiplier to give 85, 34 and 68. And the next value, we'll skip 90 again because with 90 and 36, we'll get an odd number for oranges. So the next possible values for apple, mangoes and oranges is this list of arithmetic progression values that you can see here. And then she is then selling 75 apples and 26 mangoes, and apples to oranges, half the oranges, apples to oranges is going to be 3:2. So you just have to try to fit this into these possibilities. We have already removed this possibility into these possibilities. That in which case do I sell 75 apples and half the oranges, and I end up with a 3:2 ratio. And you can easily see that fitting into this option because we'll be left with 30 apples, 20 oranges and 16 mangoes in this case. And the question is asking how many unsold fruits she has. That's the sum of these three numbers, which is going to be 66. And that's the correct answer. Follow me for more.